A Cold One Network. 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 A Cold One Network.
All right. Here we go. Let me go live on Instagram. Yeah, that was 3 minutes worth of an intro loop. Okay. All right, guys, give me 1 second. Trying to get live on Instagram. What the fuck? What kind of shit is that? Okay, well, yeah, I'm still learning in real time. Just like, I don't know. Y'all tell me if y'all knew that no one will be notified. Okay, whatever, man. But I guess over here, if you don't have 1,000 subscribers on Instagram, they won't allow you to go live. Ain't that crazy? Like, you got to be special. Shit, crazy as hell. Okay, we're gonna give everybody some time to get up in here. Um, and then I'm gonna get started in about 2 more minutes. We're just gonna scratch the Instagram thing. Yeah, so uh, definitely excited, man. We got some good content coming this way. I'm excited to be launching the channel again. Um, got a lot of good stuff coming for y'all, and we are definitely going to make this happen slowly but surely. Let's see, how do I see who is in here? All right, let's see. I ain't gonna lie, this whole 7 o'clock thing kind of pulled up on me quickly. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me good. Let me know if you can see me good. Let me know what's going on so I can keep track. All right, we're gonna full screen that. We're gonna turn this over here. Yeah, let me know what y'all think about the whole transition, the little transition piece I did with the code one. Let's see. Okay. All right. Let's see. Gonna bring that out. Okay, here we go. 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 Let's see. Comments. Yeah, if y'all in here, man, just give me a comment. Let me know who's in here. And we are about to get it popping. Show up. Media assets. So y'all know for right now, I don't have my guy D with me, so I'm doing all the tech stuff. Y'all know I'm not the. Okay, that's a lie. I am pretty tech savvy. I'll be capping when I be saying that. I'm just probably more not prepared than anything right now. Mic check, mic check, mic check. Okay, you can hear me right there. So how am I able to see who's where? Okay, that's something I'm gonna have to work on because I cannot see. I can't see who's where. Is all. Let's see, we are 7 minutes in. Let me go ahead and get to it. 'Cause this isn't going to be a long live at all. This is just going to be really a practice live saying that, hey, I'm coming back. There's going to be content shooting out. We are taking a Code One network to the next level, and that's just dishing out content, man. It's going to be different kind of content going on, and I am going to be moving any and everywhere. Let's see. All right, here we go. I'm try to make this bright because I am currently outside. If y'all can't tell, probably can't because of my background. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about the about the new layout, about the new oh shit, hold on. Okay, perfect. Yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think about the new logo. Y'all let me know what y'all think about, the whole new intro. I got different intros that I'm doing. This week right here is just gonna be a slow roll week. So here we go. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. So pretty much what this live is about is me turning a Code One podcast, now a Code One network, into a real well, I don't want to say real, turning it into a content machine, man. So yeah, turn it into a content machine. Pretty much, I'm going to be rolling out different forms of content, from vlogs to podcasts. Still, you know, um, so I've been putting out content, or I've been recording content, however, but I didn't really put it out for the past couple of years. We did have the show back in 2020. We probably ended it at the end of 21, something like that. So we do have the videos still up from when we were doing it before. So y'all just can take a look, just get refreshed with the content when it was me and D doing the show. We was moving back then, but we did take a huge hiatus. Right now, it's just me. So I'm trying to take the show into a new direction by dishing out content, trying to get back consistent with giving out content. And it's going to be a whole bunch of different experiences that are relevant and related to my life. Before, we did have a goal of, taking a Code One podcast itself and doing different things with that. Like vlogs, going to different bars and breweries, and we just had a lot of different content ideas pertaining to that. Um, but sometimes life just get in the way, and it did. So we decided to put that aside and work on our personal lives, do everything that we needed to do pertaining to that. And now I'm just at the point to where for the past, I guess, shit, man, 4 or 5 years, I just been, you know, trying, surviving, thriving, and failing all at the same time. So right now I'm just at the new starting point in my life, and with that new starting point it's going to come a huge journey, and I'm just ready to shoot it all, man. Like, fuck it. I've been doing a lot over the past few years. I've been having a big entrepreneur journey in the past couple of years. I done owned a truck. I done, um got into real estate. I done did a whole bunch of things over the past few years. I've had successes, I've had failures, and the failures are the big part because I just, you know, keep finding myself having to start over. And I keep telling myself that, ain't nothing really wrong with that. But now it's just at the point to where I done did everything that I needed to do so I can know and figure out where it is that I'm going. And I think the most important part is to include my audience on my journey. So I'm trying to get all the content situated. I'm trying to get everything uploaded. I've been shooting content over the past few years so you guys can see, where I've been, what I've been doing. Um, and I am shooting content currently as we speak. So we're going to have podcast type style content. We're also going to have vlog style content. We're also going to have lives that we do. I'm just pretty much trying to get back on track with building the brand, as you guys see. So just bear with me if I seem like I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing. That's pretty much the point. I am. And that's the fun in it all, man. Like, I know the direction we're headed. I know the direction we're going. And the most important thing for me is going to be consistency. Consistency in putting out content, consistency in shooting content, consistency in making sure that I keep you guys updated. So, um, like I was saying, I have a lot of content from the past that never got posted. And instead of letting it sit, I'm just going to bring it into the new direction. Um, meaning basically you guys are going to be able to see what I've got coming up. So this week is pretty much going to be a debut week. I've created a lot of shorts. Created a lot of reels from this one particular video and conversation that I had with my guy Paul Izal. This was back in 2024. So after my truck company failed in 2023, I had an end dump truck. Pretty much, if you guys know trucking. Well, let me back up a little bit. I got into trucking in 2016. Yeah, so it's damn near 10 years I've been in the trucking game. So back in 2016, I went and got my CDL. I had to go to Colorado to get it. Then I started working for this company, and that's the beginning of me getting shitted, so to say. In every industry, if you're trying to grow in it, you're going to find out that when it comes to business and just growing in general, you know, it's a dog eat dog, shiesty ass world out here. So, I've traveled that shiesty industry through trucking. It's has its ups, it had its downs. You know, trucking is just it's just shiesty. So let's fast forward to 2023. I decided to get a truck, become an owner operator. I had a old white international. I try to get some pictures of it. 'Cause I got them in the archives, but yeah, had a old white international connected to a frameless end dump trailer. I don't know if you guys know what an end dump trailer is, but it's just basically like a big ass freaking dump truck, pretty much. I'm gonna see if I can, cause I know I don't have the picture of mine's, but oh, I might. Hold on, let me see, cause I can go to my drive and see. Oh yeah, I can go to Google Photos and see. But while I look for that real quick, yeah. So got an end dump truck. Started running loads and stuff. Um, and the thing about trucking is that if you don't have work, then you don't have nothing. Say that again. If you don't have work, you ain't got nothing. And one of the ways I ended up failing with the trucking company is getting work through someone else. And what I mean by that is that I had work coming in um, through another company. And so one of the things you should know if you're in the trucking industry, if you're thinking about the trucking industry, if you're, you know, wanting to go owner operator, um, the best thing to do is try to find your own work. I was getting work through someone, and in me getting work through someone, I was pretty much the third person to eat off the work that I was doing. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get this thing going. But yeah, I was the third person to eat off the work that I was doing. Um, and so what that pretty much meant is the person I was getting the work from was getting the work from someone else. And there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're an owner operator, that means all expenses are yours, coming from fuel, maintenance, um, things of that nature, man. You dishing out money. And if you're talking about getting a truck, everybody is going to have their hand out as soon as they find out that you're out here trying to trying to become an owner operator, pretty much. So let's see, window. Let's go entire screen for a second. Um, we're gonna share it. Yeah. So I'm hoping you guys can see this. Let me see. I think I gotta bring it up so you guys can actually see. Um, I'll add it to the stage, and here. So this is the picture of my truck that I had. The white International. That's the frameless end dump. Right there where y'all guys see the little red DOT tags right there. That's the point to where the truck actually lifted up all the way in the air. I think I got a video of it actually lifting up in the air when I was emptying off the load one time. Um, but it's pretty much going to the quarries, getting getting dirt, gravel, rocks, all kinds of stuff, taking it to different construction sites, different places that are looking for those kind of ground materials and stuff. And it was cool. It was a fun experience, However, just learning the ins and outs of actually being an owner operator, that's just, where it came to. And so this is 2023. Um, it ended up failing in 20 same year. I didn't make it out of the year all the way. Almost did, but didn't quite make it. About halfway through that journey, we actually got our work directly. But the problem was I put too much in on the front end. Financed a trailer, bought a truck, did things like that, and just spent too much money on the front end without understanding that the work I was getting wasn't direct enough for me to be able to survive. Now, once when we got that direct work, we actually, you know, we tried to, get our head above water, but we was just in too deep. Is things just started happening. You had stuff breaking on the truck, so we having to do maintenance on the truck. You have to we got fuel that we was getting every day. We was just dishing out bread, man. Them trucks are expensive to maintain. So and they're a huge liability because as soon as that thing, break or crash or wreck, then that's a lot of money just out and gone. So when it came to after 2023, when you know had to decide to fight or flight, are we going to keep digging this hole, or are we going to, cut our losses and just keep pushing forward? And that's pretty much what I decided to do, is cut my losses and keep pushing forward. Um, yeah. So the following year, this is where I really started getting back into shooting the content in 2024. Um, I ended up trying something completely different, and that was doing a little construction stuff, working with HVAC, electrical, plumbing, and stuff for a company where I was traveling all over the country. Um, well, we were mainly in Colorado, Texas, Kansas City, places like that. Um, and we we was moving around the country. Me and my guy Paul Izal, who y'all are going to see in the upcoming video. I was trying to just get a fresh start, man. I was like, man, I'm tired of trucking. Trucking is on my last nerve. My company just failed. I'm trying to get away from it, clear my mind, and all of that. And that pretty much did happen. It was something new, something different. I was starting to get on track as far as, health wise and things of that nature, because being in a truck for as long as I have, it can definitely have a effect on your health. It can definitely have an effect on your eating habits, on your sleeping habits. It wears on the body. So that's one of my main motivations for wanting to get out of trucking, and I definitely tried that. Now, when you've been doing something like trucking for as long as I have, you take a pay cut when you try to do things like that as late as I did. So I did take a pay cut on doing that. However, it was cool enough for me to venture off and just get a breath of fresh air from the trucking industry for at least that year. Um, and during that year, recorded a lot of content with me and my guy Paul. We would have conversations in the van as we were traveling, and that's what the first video was going to be. I call it a marriage conversation. He pretty much presented me with a situation that he was aware of that happened. He asked my opinion on it, and we kind of got into it. So that's part of the content. Um, I don't want to call it podcast style because we're not in anything formal. We're in a van, we're traveling, and we're heading to our next destination, and we just had a good conversation in the midst of it. So the name of that show is going to be No Name Necessary, in cubed, if you will, because pretty much, it's not going to be a reoccurring show. What is, unless me and Paul end up getting back together and doing some shows and stuff like that one day, maybe we will if the response is good. But it's called No Name Necessary because it's a show that doesn't really need a name. It just got good content. We shot a few episodes of it, and that is what it is, and we just gonna put it out. So that's the main thing right now. Next week or this week right here, starting tomorrow, I'm gonna be looking to do at least 2 shorts a day. I'm gonna be trying to get some engagement, some interaction through quizzes, through comments, asking y'all questions about it. Do y'all feel I was wrong? Do y'all feel I was right? Do y'all feel like Paul was wrong or Paul was right? And we'll kind of, you know, take it like that. So y'all can look for that content to be coming out this week. So next thing is that I am definitely all in on AI. That's another thing that I've been practicing with, utilizing, trying to get more efficient with doing that. I believe that the world is headed into a direction to where everything is going to be ran by AI. That's just the truth of it. There's nothing that I could do about it. I know that there, but some people are, nervous about it. Like, hey, is this thing gonna take over the world? Is it about to be an iRobot situation? And shit, to be honest with you, it might be an iRobot situation down the line, man. I ain't gonna lie. In the next 15, 20 years, this shit might be looking like when the androids came through on Dragon Ball Z and just start fucking this whole shit up. You know what I'm saying? Then what we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. But in the meantime, I'm gonna definitely try to make a couple of dollars with it while it's here. So I mean, what else can we do? We're gonna sit there and cry about it now. We're gonna try to utilize it and make some things happen with it. So I got a couple of projects that I've been working on with AI. It's definitely gotten a whole lot better since I first heard about it back in 2024. I think this was the same year I was with Paul. That's when the AI craze started to get up there, So um the main thing too is that I have been on and off with a real estate strategy called wholesaling. Um Wholesaling real estate. That has been something that I have been exploring over the past 5 years. It has grown as an industry as far as like the entry fee to get into it. Back then, when I first learned about it in 2020, it was a lot of cold calling, a lot of driving for dollars, a lot of stuff that you had to do. That's just not the case anymore today with all this technology we got going on. So I remember when I first learned about it, I was gung ho and I got content of that too, going to people's houses, trying to make deals happen, looking at the condition of people properties. I got videos of me making phone calls, talking to homeowners, doing a whole bunch of different things when it came to the wholesaling. So I'm gonna be letting that content go as well when it comes to the wholesaling. But in today's world, when it comes to wholesaling, you can literally buy you a wholesaling business for a couple $1,000s for real. If you know what you're doing, you can definitely have a wholesaling business with a couple $1,000s. And I am going to lean in that direction. I'm going to show you guys what I have coming up when it comes to that. I have a full automated AI team um, that I'm going to be utilizing. Pretty much, reaching out to my sellers, reaching out. Um, I'm talking about literally like sending text messages, making phone calls, um, doing follow-ups, doing comps, making offers. Like it's going to be doing all that shit, and I am going to be recording that as well, so you guys can see like this is where AI is headed. The businesses are just going to be ran by AI. That's why there are going to be a lot of layoffs coming. Pretty much because AI is about to take over everything. Why would a business owner pay a physical body 35 to 80,000 or 100,000, whatever the industry, calls for, when they could just spend a couple hundred to a thousand to, a couple $1,000 to have a computer, not even a computer, but to have artificial intelligence run its company. You know what I'm saying? You got to think like that because it's all numbers at the end of the day. If I'm able to run a business without having to deal with a human being, like why wouldn't I do that? You got to ask yourself that question because with human beings, they call out, they get sick, they got stuff to do. I mean, humans, we unreliable sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're doing something that you don't really want to be doing, you can become unreliable. So I can understand, not saying that I agree all the way, but I can understand how AI can be a interrupter or disruptor on, in every facet. However, like I said, I am all in on it. I will be utilizing it in the wholesaling business, and I am going to record and document my journey with that because y'all are going to see whether it makes it or not. And I think the point of this thing is to show you that you gotta keep trying. You can't you can't let failures and the mishaps and the things that happen in life deter you from continuing to strive to make it. Man, I done fell on my ass so many times. Y'all don't even understand. And I get stronger every time it happens. And now it's at the point to where I got the vision in my brain and I'm just here trying to execute it. So um yeah, we got old content coming. We got old content coming. We got current content coming, and we definitely gonna have new content coming. So I'm also working on a show with my daughter. We've actually shot some content for that already, and I'm going to start putting that out. There's going to be two versions of that. It's going to be from my point of view as her dad, and it's going to be more of a child-friendly point of view from uh, from her point of view, and she's going to be doing different educational things. I'm gonna get her incorporated with AI. She's about to learn all the stuff that I'm doing now, editing content, posting it, recording it, you know what I'm saying, just getting familiar with it because that's just the way the world is headed. Content is king, so I want to get my daughter incorporated with that. I want to get her incorporated with the real estate. I want to get her incorporated with just the things that she's going to actually be able to utilize as she gets older. So content with my daughter is coming as well. So we got a lot of things coming, man. I'm gonna be doing reviews. I'm gonna be doing I'm still gonna be doing podcasts. We still gonna get it all together, but this is an all around network, man. Look at that. A cold one network, nigga. Fuck that shit, nigga. We back out this shit. Yeah, got me fucked up out here, man. I'm about to show y'all some shit, man. How it's done. Fuck it. I don't care how it looks or how it goes, bro. But I'ma do it, nigga. And eventually, y'all gonna see some progress, man. And hopefully, y'all see some great content along the way. And hopefully, in the next few months, y'all are going to see some real changes going on. The most important part to me right now is just the consistency in posting, man. So I'm just trying to show how I've grown, how I've become, you know, more consistent, more understanding in the things that I'm doing. And I want y'all to travel along this journey with me, man. Um, let's see, am I forgetting anything? Because this it wasn't intended to be a long live because I got shit to do. Um, let's see. Yeah, and I think the big thing is just making sure that y'all know that I'm not a I'm not nobody, bro. I don't know shit. I'm still learning every day, but I have had my hands in a lot of things, and I have learned a lot through failing and failing quick. So I'm not coming up here trying to act like I got it all figured out because I definitely don't. Y'all are gonna see me learn. Y'all gonna see me take losses, and y'all are gonna see me figure it out as I go. This is what the channel is going to be built on, man. It's going to be built on actually building something stable, actually building something that lasts, and actually building something that people can enjoy, whether they're getting information from it, whether they're getting a laugh from it, whether they're getting, inspiration, whatever the case comes from the channel. So I just want you guys to know that that's the direction that we are going into, man. This channel is basically turning into a place where you can watch somebody build something from the ground up. And that's what I'm about. That's what I'm gonna do. And this is going to help me stay accountable for my actions because I'm putting it out publicly. That's probably one of the reasons I stopped shooting over the past few years because I just wasn't ready for the criticism that came of starting and stopping, starting and stopping. I knew that I wasn't ready. I knew that I wasn't in a place to, you know, consistently dish out content, and now I am. So I'm going to do it, and it's going to be a journey. I know people love a good story, man. So by putting it out publicly, it forces me to stay consistent. Because now it's just not in my head that I'm trying to get this done. Y'all are going to see me say a lot of things and do a lot of things, and the hope is that you guys will keep me accountable in the things that I do. You know, and this is just the beginning. So if you're tapping now, you're catching it early, and we're building something real from here. So you know, I know this one didn't have a huge turnout on this live, but that's okay because that's a part of building. Building is doing the work when nobody is around. That's what it is. Because one day people are going to be showing up. They're going to be showing up before I get here. And if you were a part of a Cold One podcast before, back in 2020, 2021, y'all know we had great reaction, great responses from our content, man. We had people joining in on our lives, joining in on the conversation. We had people commenting, we had people doing a lot of stuff, and I am going to resurrect it and build it back up, man. That's point blank period, and I'm going to be doing it with different kinds of content styles. That's why I decided to change the name to a Code One Network. I decided to change it to a Code One network because we are a network. We are going to have different styles of content coming in, when we're just going to do the damn thing. Hopefully, y'all guys going to see me fail. Y'all going to see me succeed. Y'all going to see me learn, and that's just pretty much the premise of or the direction that the channel is going into. Um, yeah. So I think pretty much that is it for right now. Um, so I'm pretty much going to be going live once a week, most likely on Sundays like this at the top of the week. That'll be able to give you a recap of the previous week, the content that I dropped, the content that I got coming up, and we're pretty much just going to take it from there. So the immediate content that I got coming, like I said, is going to be with Paul. Paul is all. That's my guy. We was having great conversations in the van, traveling to where we had to go for work. And the name of that is going to be No Name Necessary, just because it's gonna be what it's gonna be. It don't even need a name, but the content is gonna be dope. It's gonna be fire, and y'all guys are gonna see that starting tomorrow. The next thing is going to be my actual vlogs of how I'm actually funding my wholesale business, and that's through trucking. Right now, I'm contracting with the guy that I met, and we're rolling right now. So we trucking, we moving. This thing is moving. So I am doing consistent with that. I'm making bread, and I'm going to be putting that bread into my wholesaling business. I've already been doing that, and now it's just gonna escalate. Like I said, I got a whole AI operation that I am purchasing this week here. I've been, looking at it. I've been getting the demonstrations and stuff. And this week right here is game time. I'm already put my deposit down on it, so I'm gonna buy it. It's over with. As soon as I buy it, I'm going to get everything set up. I'm gonna start running some Facebook ads, things of that nature, and from there I am going to be shooting the content when it comes to the wholesaling business. We're going to see what we can make happen there. That's going to be fun because I'm also a part of a good community, Titanium University. Shout out to RJ Bates. Shout out to my guy Caesar. Shout out to Cassie. All the guys over there that are, you know, working with and running Titanium University. I've learned a lot over there. I've been in the shadows over there, but I have been working with my guy Caesar in the SAB 10, which is pretty much the speed and volume guy. So as time goes on, I'm going to be bringing on people, that have credentials in the game. You know what I'm saying? I got credentials in business. You know what I'm saying? I got credentials in trucking for sure. You know what I'm saying? I even got credentials in wholesaling. They call me Kimbo Slice over there because when I talk to these people and these homeowners about their property, I just got a pretty good idea of what I'm doing, and I'm just trying to get better at that, and that's what's going to happen. So, yeah, we got no name necessary. We got the wholesaling business, the live updates, the vlogging with that. We got the content with my daughter. You know what I'm saying? And any and everything else I decide to do. We got podcasts coming down the line and all of that, man. So y'all make sure y'all get liked up, commented, and subscribed. We are on Instagram, um, at a Code One Network, Facebook, a Code One Network, YouTube, a Code One Network. We're everywhere, man. A Code One Network, man. Um, but that's the one thing I did forget to do is to put on my social media tags. Let's see if I can create something real quick. Nah, fuck it. Part of the game. 42 minutes in. I'm about to get out of here because I gotta actually head to Indianapolis tonight. So that's what I'm about to get done. So yeah, man, I appreciate everybody that was in here tonight. Hopefully, as time goes on, we start to get more people in. And we're gonna do the damn thing. Like I say, I'm not perfect. I'm just trying to take some kind of action, man. So hopefully y'all see the growth over time. Oh yeah, and this content was shot it was shot in 2024. So don't kill me on the quality. Just judge it via the content, man. You'll see what I mean. It's good. We all good. But yeah, I'm still learning how to do this thing, so I can't see everybody who's in here right now. I'm using StreamYard again. StreamYard has turned up since the last time we was using it back in 2020, 2021. This shit has gotten advanced. I'm talking about this shit everywhere. But either way, we're gonna do the damn thing, man. So look forward to the YouTube content coming out starting tomorrow. I've created shorts and we are gonna start debuting the shorts by the end of the week. Y'all gonna have the full episode, and I hope y'all enjoy it. We're gonna keep y'all updated with everything that we got going on, and we're gonna see how it goes. We're going to see how it goes. So if you were in this live, just know that I appreciate you coming through. Tell a friend to tell a friend that a Cold One Network is back. Um, and that we got a lot of exciting things coming up. So y'all are going to see at least how I do it. I don't know whether it's right or wrong, but we're going to get it figured out, man. So, um, yeah, next time I'm definitely going to be a lot more ready and prepared. Not to say that I wasn't prepared. I was trying to get prepared, but time comes up like a motherfucker. So I appreciate everybody for pulling up. Appreciate everybody for taking the time to see what I got to say real quick to know and understand the new direction that the network is going into. And I just look forward to building with you guys, man. And hopefully you guys are looking forward to building with me. And just know that one day we are going to get there because all we got to do is keep pushing. Just got to keep on pushing, keep on trucking. Like they say in the trucking game, if the wheels ain't turning, you ain't earning. So don't forget to follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Instagram, and TikTok. A Code One Network, man. That's where we at. That's where we at. That's the name of this thing. We are the network, man. And until next time, you guys, it's been your boy L Dottie. A Code One has returned, baby. See you guys later, man. Deuces.